What's up? So, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Please give generously. Thank you very much. My name is Matt Meyer. Good night. No. That was for the people who were here last week. Was anybody here last week?
Woo!
Yeah. You guys were here last week, admit it. It was carnage last week up on this stage. Imagine Artie Lang at the National Women's Prayer Breakfast and Abstinence Rally. Now imagine Artie Lang opening the National Women's Prayer Breakfast and Abstinence Rally. That's pretty much how it was last week. That set was so bad, it actually counted as community service. I went to the judge and said, look, I'm clean, but this kind of suffering, I gotta be able to bank it somehow, right? So I have like a free, like, drunken disorderly coming my way. So, Halloween's like, what, 10 days away? Anybody seen a horror movie yet? Yes! Horror movies are awesome. I would like to think that I would die fairly late in a horror movie. Like, I wouldn't make it to the end. I don't have what it takes to survive a horror movie, but like, I'm a pretty sharp guy. I would probably have to be part of, like, you know, the big master plan at the end. You know, like, I could be like, hey, what if we strap the pool skimmer to the top of the station wagon? Like, that kind of guy. I'm good with ideas. You know, hey, these cans of spray paint are really flammable. Maybe that could help us somehow. I'm that guy. You know, I'm creative. It's on my resume. It actually does, by the way, say creative on my resume. I'm that kind of douchebag. See what I mean? That guy's not making it to the end of a horror movie. No way. Creative on my resume. That's what employers are looking for. Oh, this one's creative and original. He could teach the office the power of imagination. Welcome to JFC Temps. We'll find the most whimsical data entry job that we can find. So give me some props. I did 10 miles on the bike today. Stationary bike, that's right. Trying to lose a little bit of this, you know. Of course, you should already know it's not successful just by the fact that I said stationary bike. That's basically the exercise routine where you want to change the least about what got you fat in the first place. Like, I'm staring at myself in the mirror with no shirt on going, oh my God. I need to find a way to work out where I can still watch TV and play a video game at the same time. Like, if the bong is still in arm's reach, it's not a legitimate workout routine. Oh, what am I at, 5 miles? All right, better rip this once. I grew up quite a bit fatter than I am now, which it fucks with your head when you grow up. Like ladies, you might think you're the only ones where society is like pressuring you to be thin, but no, it works for guys too. You know, because you watch movies and you watch TV, and you know what you've never seen in any movie ever? A competent fat guy. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Mob boss is pretty much the only career opportunity if you're a fat guy with his shit together in a movie. And TV, like, I was growing up before the rash of fat guy with hot wife sitcoms. In my day, John Goodman was married to Roseanne Barr. That was what I had to look forward to. So you grow up and it just messes with your head. Like, you think no girl's ever possibly gonna want me. You know, it's always the good looking and the thin guys. I mean, forget about a fat guy getting a girl in a movie. And if it does happen, it's not something that could, like, really happen in real life. Like, you know, some alien babe comes down and is like, teach me about what you Earthlings call anal, and, you know, it's just not. The message is like, hey, fatso, hoping to have sex someday? Gonna take something this unlikely. So my girlfriend knows sign language, and I was always curious about how names work in sign language. So I asked her what my name would be, and she said, well, I think it would be like this. And I said, well, how does that work? He said, well, it's an M for Matt. Yeah. And then you have a bald head, so it'll just be around the bald head. Really? That's I'm like, yeah, it can probably be that. So you think like your friend, your one deaf friend, that's probably what he would come up with for my name? No, I think pretty much about everybody would come up with this. This is what they're doing. They take your initial, and then they add it to your most glaring physical characteristic. Like, it wasn't this, I'm kind of glad for that, but it's just not kind. I don't call Aaron Stoffer, you know, oh wait, I need both hands for this one. ATATs. Nobody's calling Liz Curtis L-wipes. It's just unkind. That's all there is to it. It's unkind. So what do you guys want to talk about now?
Sex.
Sex? Didn't you hear my last routine? No, not happening. So I saw a commercial for sex. Yeah. It's the one thing that doesn't need an advertising campaign. I saw a commercial for one of these services that's like, it's like speed up your PC, make your computer run faster. And it starts out, you know how they start out with like the frustrated old person at the computer? And it says, is your computer too slow? Does it take longer than 3 seconds for your email to load? And it hit me at that point that we are now in the future. Like, I was ready for robot vacuum cleaners. I knew that would happen eventually. And like magical book screens, that's totally cool. I didn't think we would ever reach the point where 3 seconds was a long time to wait for something. Like 10,000 years of civilization and we're sitting at our computers going, It has to have been 4 seconds by now. What the hell is going on? I'm sitting at this computer, it's 2010. We're coming up on 8 seconds. At this point, I could have microwaved a cookie until it got soft, but not too hot to eat. Instead, I'm sitting here waiting. We're pushing a quarter minute. You know how long it took my first computer to load up? It took 3 minutes just to turn on. After 3 minutes, I've already checked my Facebook page twice and ejaculated. We had a Coleco Atom computer. It runs on tapes. Cassette tapes that you had to fast forward and rewind to keep playing Zaxxon, and we're talking about 3 seconds, like it's, you know, the gap between Mad Men seasons. I really don't understand how I got here. You realize how short 3 seconds is? Let's count it off real quick. 1, 2, that was 3 seconds. We got to 2. That was it. My name is Matt Meyer. Thank you very much.